Right, thank you. So my presentation for tonight would be for the topics of bridging the gap, human resource approaches to realizing the Madani Framework's vision for graduate employability in Malaysia. So as you can see, I am from Malaysia and I am presenting on behalf of Professor Dr. Norhasni Zainal Abiddin from Defence University Malaysia, and I am from Open University Malaysia, right? So as an introduction, as you can see from the slides, there are some of the points that I has been stated there. So actually Malaysia aims to become a developed nation and knowledge-centered economy. So, but we can say that uh, in Malaysia, there is a persistent skills mismatch between industry demands and also graduate capabilities to hinder this goal. So that's why from this part of the problem statement, the government, our government, Malaysia's government has implemented the Madani Framework and strategic policies to improve graduate employability and their competitiveness. So this research is actually a systematic literature review and is still in process to develop research actually. And this research aims to assess the alignment between higher education curricula and high value industry requirements. So it will investigate the efficacy of human resource practices in cultivating industry, and it must be relevant skills among graduates. So that's why this research will be explore, and we are focusing on how human resource strategies role in promoting effective university industry collaborations. So actually Madani Framework is built to or has been introduced to promoting effective university and industry collaborations. And at the same way, we are also trying to identify innovative HR practices to embed Madani Framework principles into higher education curricula. And this study also will employ a systematic literature review, and I am doing a PRISMA approaches to synthesize insights from academia and also industry stakeholders. Okay, we are actually approach PRISMA methodology for this article. And we are try to assessing curriculum environment, graduate employability rates, and the efficacy of government and university industry collaborations under the Madani Framework. Okay. So this is what is Madani Framework look like. So Madani Framework look like it was introduced on 2023. And as you can see there, there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There are 6 key elements there. And okay, the Madani Framework is a strategic initiative implemented by Malaysian government to enhance graduate employability and competitiveness. And this is in line with the country's goal of becoming a developed nation and knowledge-centered economy. So that is our main objective. So one of the reasons why we come out with this Madani Framework. So this Madani Framework also aims to instill graduates with the necessary skills and capabilities to work within high value sectors and contribute to the nation's long-term development objective. So we are looking at for a long-term development objective. It is not short, not a short term. So it, of course, it will take a quite long time, but so that's why we come out with the development of the research and so on. So the framework emphasizes sustainability, as you can see from the slides also. Madani Framework emphasizes sustainability, systems thinking, ethics, and also societal well-being as key components in preparing graduates for the challenges of the fourth industrial revolution, IR 4.0. So by integrating these principles into higher education curricula, we hope that Madani Framework seeks to cultivate a holistic and socially responsible workforce that can navigate the complexities of the modern job market. Because after the pandemic COVID-19, we can see that there are a lot of changes, especially in GIG economy, right? We are no more, we can say that 70 or 80% now when we want to do a business, it is more likely like through the online business. Okay, so that's why we need to rearrange the curriculum to fit the capabilities, the competitiveness among our graduates here. So the successful implementation of the Madani Framework relies on how effective collaboration between the government, between higher education institutions, and also industry as a stakeholders to ensure that graduates possess the relevant skills and competencies demanded by high-value industries. Okay. So from the Prisma also, there are literature review that I have been divided. As you can see there, for Madani Framework, extensive policy initiative by the Malaysian Ministry of Higher Education, because it was actually has been planned since 2019. So I had referred to the documents, and this Madani Framework aims to transform higher education institutions and empower a capable, responsive workforce, as I mentioned earlier, and based on principles of sustainable development, moral integrity, and citizenship well-being. And from the literature review also, we can see the objective why this Madani Framework has been planned and has been implemented, because we want to improve our graduates' employability and preparedness for the changing work environment, address the skills gap between graduate qualifications and also in industry demands, promote integration of industry relevant skills and competencies in curricula. Maybe a new curricula will come out, who knows? And we also want to strengthen relationships between higher education institutions and industry partners. So from the literature review that has been done also, I had identified there is a gaps and HR interventions. For example, we had identified there are discrepancies between curricular contents and industry needs, absence of integrated programs for faculty development, limited university industry collaborations. Yes, there are very limited collaborating between universities and also in the industry. And by introducing the Madani Framework, we hope that this collaborative will be improved. And of course, there is lack of fit between evaluation criteria and Madani's holistic objective. Right, so that is the output that has been come out from the literature review that I have done. So as this is only just additional information, how we use a systematic literature review methodology by using a Prisma. So if we are using a Prisma, there is some guideline that we need to follow. For example, Prisma guidelines, we need to this method or this methodology, we prefer reported items for systematic reviews and also meta-analysis. There are also comprehensive checklists and flow diagram for reporting systematic reviews and also meta-analysis. So actually, when we did Prisma, we are actually will be come out with some figure, and maybe there are hundreds of articles that we have been searching, and we will selecting the articles through the year of publication, through the domains that we are selecting, and etc. So this Prisma guidelines also recommended by journals and academic institutions as a standard for conducting systematic reviews. And for information also, Prisma also is part of the methodology, is a very good uh, methodology if we want to do a systematic literature review for our articles writing. So the benefits of Prisma, of course, it will help synthesize relevant academic literature more profoundly. It enables recognition of important literature studies and also data collection methods. And this method was adapted from the uh, previous researcher by Karabulut Iglu et al. 2018. Right. So from this from this article, I have been listed. There are some of the steps that I have been used. So this is the steps that I have been used when I'm using the Prisma approaches. All the articles that I was searching in, it was published from original research articles in peer-reviewed journal or conference proceedings. Of course, it is from, we will look at Scopus proceeding, etc. So it will be covered for qualitative, quantitative, and also mixed methods design literature reviews, and also meta-analysis studies. And of course, it was conducted in English involving stakeholders in the Malaysian higher education sector. Why? Because we are focusing on a Madani Framework, and Madani Framework is only implemented at Malaysia. That's why we are focusing only at Malaysian higher education sector. So the focus area for this research or article, SLR article, we are focusing on HR practices and strategies implemented in Malaysian education institutions. And when we do the Prisma approach, we are looking at the keywords of curriculum development and alignment it with industry needs. So we are also try to search what is the faculty training and professional development, performance management systems and evaluation metrics, and also the recruitment and talent acquisition between university and industry partnerships and experiential learning. So these are all the keywords that we are looking at when I'm doing the Prisma approach. So from this Prisma approach, the outcome of interest showing that the improvement of graduate employability alignment between graduate competencies and industries really demanded. Number of graduates employed and placed using their knowledge and skills. And we also had found that employer satisfaction with graduate competencies and performance, integration of the Madani Framework principles into educational outcomes, and of course, last but not least, it is showing that the effectiveness of HR practices in developing skilled, adaptable, and responsible workforce. So this is what I mentioned earlier, how we conduct, how we implement the Prisma approach. So as you can see from the figure that I'm showing at the slides, there are 4 steps when I did a Prisma approach. First, by searching, screening, analysis, and also the results. So from the first step, when I did a searching the articles from Scopus, from the Scopus website, from Web of Science, and also from a Google Scholar. So overall, I had found 327 articles regarding with my topics. Then after searching all the articles, I have been screening all the articles and at the first level, level 1, actually it doesn't meet the criteria that I need. So I had erased or deleted 80 articles from that. And level 2 also did not meet the criteria. There are 65 articles from 327. And after screening all the articles, I only selected 164 articles that I think it is relevant or meet my criteria. And after that, I do the analysis from 164. Some of the articles that we have been reading, we go through, it is still not relevant, so deleted 96 articles and we are recurring articles to 64. But the final result, it was only 28 articles has been selected. Okay, so you can see there from the big numbers of article, then it has been reduced until final results. There are only 28 articles has been selected. All right. So what I had found from the process, so from 28 articles, there are 8. There are 8 teams have been come out. For example, from the 28 articles, I have been found that one of the team is about graduate employability skills and competencies. I also had found that the curriculum alignment and industrial relevance, HR practices in higher education. I'm also found about a Madani Framework and educational policies. Okay, university industry collaboration, faculty development and continuous learning, and also the team that come out from 28 articles that has been selected. It was about graduate employability and economic development. And as you can see also from the slides, it's showing that all the articles are still latest. It was from 2018 and until 2022. So that means the articles or the documents that I referred to are still valid and reliable, right? And the key findings that I can say that we can see that skills gap persists between graduate competencies and industry demands, hindering graduate employability and Malaysia's development of a high-skill knowledge-based workforce. And from all the teams that we found also showing that reorienting higher education to develop industry responsive skills, for example, like critical thinking, problem solving, and also technology literacy is very crucial. And we need to do something with that. So we hope that from Madani Framework that we are already implemented actually can help us to reorienting this curriculum. So part of HR practices showing that HR practices play a vital role in enabling curricular adjustment and implementation of industry relevant competencies in or among our graduates, right? So this is the role of HR practices and recommendations. So seems like this presentation is about human resource. So of course, I will talk about a lot about human resource. So as you can see, the role of HR practices and recommendations, the role of HR practices, basically strategically design HR interventions. So HR should be thinking that they should do some training programs, they should do a professional development, especially for the faculty. Why faculty? Because our research would be on higher educations. So at the same time, industry aligned performance management system should be improved, and also the recruitment efforts. Facilitate educators' attainment of knowledge and competencies to deliver industry relevant curricula. And the role of HR practices also should be enable continuous learning and growth for the faculty and students to increase flexibility and readiness to respond to changing job market demands. Yes, of course, this is very, very important because we are nowadays was a change to online, especially on everything. Everything that we are doing now, we are doing 100%, not 100%, 70 to 80% through online, right? Learning through online, buying also through online, marketing through online. And so in order to facing all the problems that maybe will be come out in the future, we need to prepare our graduates to have a readiness so that they can be very flexible to enter the job market. So integration of Madani Framework principles, sustainability into HR practices will develop graduates with technical competence, sustainability literacy, ethical decision making, and also social responsibility, right? So my recommendations or our recommendations is one of the recommendation that we recommend is to support effective university industry collaboration to bolster graduate employability through knowledge and skills transfer. That is one part. We also recommend to do an industry placement and also collaborative design of academic programs. Okay, it is not very much have been done in higher education. Hopefully that by through this systematic literature review and the research that we are going to do, we hope that something can be done after this. So the other part is we recommend also to promote continuous professional development and lifelong learning for teachers and students through mentorship initiative, industry exposure, and also skill-based development opportunities, right? So as a discussion, assess alignment between higher education curricula and high-value industrial requirement. From this SLR, also we hope that curriculum mapping and gap analysis to identify.
Mrs. Rosmaria, time is
Yeah.
over.
Uh-huh.
Time is over.
Yeah. Time is over.
Yes.
Oh, okay. All right. So that's it. So as a summary, I just give 1 to 2 minutes. As a summary, this systematic review findings showing that HR strategies play a critical role in aligning educational outcomes. And it was a very significant concern regarding the continuous skill mismatch between our graduates and evolving high value industries. So we are actually hoping that graduates should have sustainability, ethics, and also social responsibility principles to fit our Madani framework. And the recommendation have been discussed just now. And as a conclusion, realizing the Madani framework's vision depends on the extensive collaboration between policymakers, educators, industry partners, and also HR professionals. And combining their contributions enables higher educations to develop and implement strategies that close the gap between higher education outcomes and also our industry needs. So that's all from me from Malaysia. Thank you very much.